Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to Steins. So, pardon me coughing every once in a while. I have just come off of a week of the flu. And so, Mayuri died again. We did our best, but her phone was out of battery, which makes it rather difficult to find her / catch her. And, so now we're gonna do the time warp again. Back to the lab. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Oh yeah, he got run over last episode. Surprisingly, SERN's men didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Why not? Is it because it's not there? Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Kurisu and Daru haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. I remembered to break into the Braun Tube workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat, and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side where the car hit me. If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. My left arm is numb and can barely move. But still, I force myself to activate the X6 8000 and input the settings. Can you input the settings to a little bit before Mayuri leaves? That would be ideal. Now that you have time and you aren't being shot at. I'm gasping for breath like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears. Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I frantically pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Moika hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Even if SERN bails her out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were. SERN's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? That is a very good question. It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on the headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories are corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use the machine? Yes! Of course I should. I curse my weakness. This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate the time leap machine. Amazing they haven't already taken it. I fully expected them to have taken the machine by this point. It's taking an awfully long time to do its thing. Ah! I'm surprised he didn't decide to take it back a little earlier. He should have taken it back earlier. A screeching in my ears, needles stabbing into my brain, 1,000 emotions flooding my senses. The world bends, pulses, then returns to normal. The pain of my wounds have vanished like magic, replaced by a piercing pain in my brain. I fight back a wave of nausea and take stock of the situation. I'm sitting on the sofa with my phone to my ear. Another successful time leap. That makes 3. It's convenient how often he has his phone to his ear. His phone, which coincidentally isn't turned on, but oftentimes could be, and he's just talking to no one. It's almost like he has memories of doing that a lot. Put into the past. Like, that's very important to do for some reason. I wonder about that. And again, Which side is it that he has his demon arm in? Is it his right side? Because his right side just got real effed up right then. So, you know, phantom pains and all that. It looks like the time leap machine works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Kurisu's confidence if I told her. But that will have to wait until Mayuri's out of danger. I stand up and look around the lab. Kurisu, who was dozing off next to me, wakes up with a jerk at the sound of my voice.
大声出さないでよ。徹夜明けなんだから。少し休ませろ。
マユリはどこだ？いきなりなんぞ？マユシならルカシのところ行くって言ってたじゃん。
Damn, she already left? Yes, that's why you should go back earlier. I should call or send a mail. Call or send a mail. Wait, hold on. How do you send? Mayuri. Call. There we go.
ルッテルー、マユシーです。
マユリ、今どこに？
ただいま電話に出ることができません。
Yep. Yeah, you got her voicemail. Remember, her phone is out of batteries. Yes, it's the same as last time. I don't know, sweetheart. Before I time leaped, I should have asked Mayuri where she was today, but you couldn't because she was dead. I'm not thinking straight. I have to calm down. Wait, I know. Last time we failed because we went to Akihabara Station. I should have known that SERN would be watching. This time, we'll take a taxi to another station. Amazing how convenient taxis can be when you're on the run. Then hide somewhere until things calm down. Also a lot harder to be spotted from inside of a taxi. For now, all I can do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. I consider explaining the situation to Kurisu and Daru, but I just don't have the strength to do that right now. Besides, I don't want to get them involved. I'll take care of it myself. I won't let any more of my friends die. As before, the Braun Tube workshop closes early. Mayuri appears as Suzuha and Mr. Braun are leaving. We run through Kanda Myojin's back streets to Ochanomizu Station, taking only minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. We have to get there before the Sobu line shuts down. We manage to make it to the station without being stopped, but when we get there, I see a group of men waiting by the entrance. They look like SERN. Change of plans. We turn around and head for the Shin Ochanomizu subway station. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock. According to the scrolling display, the Yamanote, Keihin, Tohoku, and the Sobu lines have already suspended operations. Wait. It looks like the Chiyoda line has too. It must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Damn! Mayuri hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've led her on this escape, but each time she follows me without complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. Is this really the third time or is this the second time? I think this is supposed to be the second time. That's why I want so badly to save her. Does this mean I skipped another unsuccessful loop? Because that would be great. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leap as many times as it takes. Mayuri tilts her head quizzically. I realize that I'm staring at her.
あのね、おかり。マユシは聞きたいこといっぱいあるけど、今は我慢しとくね。その代わり、終わったらね、 全部聞かせてほしいです。
Yeah, and this time you won't have a witch clutching at your heart every time you try to talk about it.
約束する。
Mayuri smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mayuri about her whereabouts today. If I have to time leap again, I'll need all the information I can get.
お前ルカ子に会った後はどこに行って。
吹雪ちゃんからメールがあってね、マユシーのコスにちょっと問題発生しちゃってたのです。それを直しに。
吹雪ちゃんというのはどこに住んでいる。
住んでるっていうかね、今ちょうど UPX のスタベまで来てたのです。
So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. About 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect to be stuck here that long, but it's okay. Right now, Moeka should be in Akihabara, heading to the lab. Everything is going to be alright. While waiting for the train, I examined the route map on the station's notice board. We can transfer to an overland train at Yoyogi Uehara. It'll take a while, but that will take us all the way to Odawara. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. I can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Mayuri and I are standing just behind the white line. I reach for her hand, meaning to make a dash for the train when the doors open. But I guess there's no hurry now. I let my hand fall to my side, empty. The roar comes closer.
今日のパーティー。
Mayuri is saying something. I can't quite hear her over the train.
中止になったけど、絶対
She's gonna get pushed into the train.
マユリお姉ちゃん。
Suddenly, Mayuri disappears and gets run over by the fucking train.
え
There she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance, as if she stumbled, or someone pushed her. She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station. I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous. Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. Whom the fuck? People on the platform scream. I turn to where Mayuri was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. Tennoji nae. She looks up at me. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble. That's a very creepy picture.
私、マユリお姉ちゃん見つけて、びっくりさせたって。
She's only a little bitty baby. But you just don't do that when a train is coming. You don't do that near train tracks at all. That's dangerous.
わざとじゃ。わざと。
She stares at me for a few more seconds, as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. The platform is in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Naya is already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. One side of the track is a wash of red. My mind is blank. I can't think. I don't even remember how I got back to the lab. Moika's group should have come and gone, but the time leap machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. Why is it still there, though? It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason, I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last it's ready. Now, take me back. Destiny just has it out for Mayuri. This is ridiculous. But at least now he can reach her earlier? The leap occurs instantaneously. Titor claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours has the same behavior, but now is not the time to find out. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time leaping too far into the past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory. Like Chunibyo. Just saying.
Juicy karage number.
And he went back far enough to actually catch her in the lab! My boy! Mayuri is singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store instead of her usual juicy chicken #1. She had to switch because she can't warm up frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Thank you. Mayuri is still in the lab. Thank you. My boy is so high in intelligence and so low in wisdom. But what the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I force myself to recall that horrifying scene. Mayuri died again. This time it happened at Shin Ochanomizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. Tennoji Nae pushed her onto the tracks where the train tore her to shreds. Could Nae be working for SERN too? No, that's too far. No, that can't be right. Nae has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. And you know what else this reminds me of? I forget. What is that song and that music video that goes with that song? Heat Haze Days, a Vocaloid thing. My favorite version of that is the chorus version. I think they got like 100 people to do the chorus, and it's just really effective and heart-wrenching. But this boy and this girl keep waking up on the same summer day, and the boy is constantly trying to save the girl, but wherever he takes her, she is always dying, and there's this other person saying, hey, this is fate, you can't change this is just the way it is. And finally, he chooses to throw himself in front of the threat in order to save her life, only for it to come out that she was the mysterious person telling him, hey, this is fate, you can't change this. And she had been doing the same exact thing to try and save his life. And so it's just a loop. I have the power to save Mayuri. I will do whatever it takes to find a way. This time, we hail a taxi on Chuodori. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. I consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moika's group might be watching her house. I have no idea where they are at this point in time. Instead, I ask the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, the traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead. An accident or something. That's the only explanation I can think of. We've made it out of Akiba, but at this rate it will take forever to reach Shinagawa. I consider getting off here and taking the train, but I remember what happened at Shin Ochanomizu Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be SERN's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a SERN agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to a conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. SERN! Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection. SERN! And a small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. SERN! Ah! To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off, and all the cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri going to die again? And we will find out in the next episode. Ah! Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then, so bye-bye.